need like a fake boob. Oh, she's moving. I feel like my boobs are slacking a little bit. This is gonna be a fun episode. All right, here's the deal. Yesterday was 37 weeks and Daddy Jake is in town, which means it is baby prep, labor prep time. And this morning I am gonna start pumping, stimulating. But as I was scrolling TikTok, I came across a video of a lady collecting colostrum. She's almost 37 weeks. I'm feeling let down just from like watching her videos, which blows my mind. She literally just stuck the haka on her boob and just started collecting. She's probably stimulating with a pump or something, but I was like amazed and I'm like, okay, if I'm feeling a letdown or something, might as well just see what's gonna happen if I stick the haka on. So yeah, haka, you just squeeze it on. I'm gonna get a pump ready, and then my little collector cups that I showed you guys, my office is a mess, but you just stick this on this way so that any drips that come, they fall into here. So while one haka is doing the job, this collects the other if I have a letdown. But anyways, I'm gonna get my pump hooked up, attach these, get them on, and see what we can come up with. I'm really hopeful, but I also just need to do more research to see where to start. I do have my nursing bra on just because it's been comfy to wear because it like fits me, but I'm gonna see how this goes. Again, this is trial and error. I've got my breast pump over here that I'll hook up and show you guys, but I'm just gonna try to see how this goes. You're supposed to like, I think, fold this thing over, attach it, and then put it on. Sam has no clue what she's doing. Oh, you squeeze it. There we go. Squeeze the base of it. I need like a fake boob. Squeeze the base of it, attach it to the boob, let go, and then fold this back, and it will like suction. Hopefully it'll pull something out. I don't know. Oh, I can feel it. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe I won't squeeze as much. Oh, okay, that hurt. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. I'm trying to get it all centered. This is gonna be a fun episode. Of trial and error. I'm gonna try not to squeeze too much. I don't want to like go overboard, but okay, we're just gonna see what happens. Maybe I need a little bit more suction. I don't know. I have a dot of milk already.
A dot of milk?
Yeah, it was like the tiniest little like.
What the heck kind of shot glasses I put it into? You teaching this baby to be a drinker already?
No. I was scrolling TikTok and this chick was like, I'm 38 weeks and I already have, and she has like her little milliliter syringes and she has colostrum in it, and she was like, she just does it with the haka. You squeeze it. So right now it's like suctioning to it, and I already had a little dot.
That's exciting.
I have the haka, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna hook up the pump to start like stimulating a little bit, but then in this one I have my little milk catcher.
Nice.
Put it in that way. Usually you have a letdown on one side while you're like pumping the other, since I don't have two hakas.
Oh, and so that just catches
This just catches. It's a catcher.
Oh.
Just like,
it's like the drain on a sink.
Yep. Isn't that cool though? Babe, little
That's
belly
super
but's
exciting.
gonna have milk.
Just let it work.
I am. She like hand expressed. I gotta do some more research, but that was exciting.
She like milked herself.
Basically, you like squeeze it. I'm so sensitive though that I don't know.
That's awesome.
Trial and error. I have some exciting news. I don't know if you can see this. That is colostrum. I pumped last night and this morning. I tried to do the hand express where you do the C and you push down and back, and it was not working. I'm also a weakling when it comes to pumping. Like, I usually start on a really, really low setting. So with hand expressing, I was like, I cannot get this to work. Like, this is not happening. So I just decided to hook up pumps and try that. And last night I got 0.1 milliliter. And then this morning I did it the same duration, same strength, and I got a total of 0.2 milliliters. So I have a combined 0.3 milliliters. So excited. So today I'm gonna try 3, maybe 4 sessions to see how much I get. And then I'll try to, in a tasteful way, show you how I'm collecting the colostrum. But basically I'm using those 1 milliliter syringes. I also have the colostrum collectors from Mom Cozy. Those are the silicone ones that look like this. But since I'm getting so little out right now, I don't want to put anything in this because this is 5 milliliter. And so once I have more, I'll do that. But for now, I'm just keeping it in here. And then once I'm at the point where I can't add any more to that, I'll freeze it. Trying to stay within that window of how long it can be refrigerated. But that will be Belly But's first little milk. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Okay, I know I'm looking a hot mess, so just bear with me. That's just where we're at right now. I need to shower, put my lashes on, shave and clean all the things as my prep for labor. But wanted to show you, these are the syringes I got for collecting the colostrum. So these ones are actually the wrong ones. I got the ones with no cap, so I have to return these. So the ones with caps are coming. You want the caps because then when you freeze them, it's sterilized. These are 1 ml, and so it can suck up all the teeny little drops of colostrum that you are first producing. Another big thing you need is this. This helps you measure your nipple size so that you know what flange to use for your pump. Definitely a must, and it may go up a size or two depending on how often you pump, or probably the strength that you use and how your nipple size changes as you nurse or pump or whatever. So keep that in mind. But this is so important because a lot of people have the wrong flange, and that will affect what you're actually able to suck out and like draw out. So the pump I've been using to get the 0.3 mil is Pumpables. It's a hands-free one because it's not plugged into the wall. It can plug into the wall, but it has these things. It has the cords, which are crazy. So honestly, I just like use this by the bedside because I can set it down, I hold it. I don't have my nursing bra yet that holds these in to where I can be hands-free, but I like that it does have a strong pull, but it's just all the cords. So this is what I'm using. It's worked and it's done the job for 0.3 milliliters, so I'm thankful. On a different note, I got these in. Legit hands-free Willow Go. I have heard so many good things about the strength of this, what it holds, even though they're not as discreet. I mean, it's a hands-free pump, so I don't even care. Like, I want to be completely hands-free and be able to walk around and not have anything like hanging off me. So if I look huge in the chest, whatever. I'm producing milk, okay? But I cannot wait to use these. I'm probably gonna bring these in the hospital with me just to see how they work if I need something like that. But 100% postpartum, when I'm home, moving around with the kids, cleaning the house, doing whatever, this is gonna be a game changer. I've created a log on my paper of the date and time that I'm pumping. I'm almost feeling like I'm having a letdown, which is crazy, but I mean, I'm almost getting to that point. But my log says date, time, the type of suction. Am I doing a letdown like massage, or am I doing an expression? How long and like what strength am I using? That way I can just track it. So I have been doing a letdown like massage stimulation pump for about 2 minutes. Again, I have to do kind of like maneuvering my hands because I mean, I don't have my like hands-free bra on or whatever. Let's get this turned on and start. I start at a 3, and I usually go for about 2 minutes on this at a letdown massage stimulation setting. Again, I'm a weakling, so I start at a 3. I see people start at like a 7. That like hurts me. So I just do this, call it good. I like listen to something, watch something, distract myself, but I tried a 4 and I was like, I felt like, you know, on Monsters Inc. where they're on like the scream machine and they're like, they like get sucked in there. I felt like my chest was just getting like sucked out. That I don't want to go crazy. We want to start out with a few milliliters of colostrum to give to belly bud, and that's it. I'm not trying to like put myself into labor, or like, I mean, that wouldn't be bad. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to like go crazy here. So I sit here for about 2 minutes on 3 vacuum strength on the letdown mode, and then I work my way to the expression mode, and I do about 10 minutes. Okay, we've now worked our way up to the expression mode. At first I'm always like, oh, I need to get a bra for this, and I'm having a Braxton Hicks at the same time. It's not convenient to do without like a bra, so I just hold it. But if you have nursed before, that first like suckle or like attach that the baby does, and you're like, ah, that's like what it feels like whenever I move it from let down to express mode. And again, I'm on a setting 3. I'm a weakling, I'm a wimp, that's okay. I get a few drops out of colostrum and I'm good. It's progress, but it's not like going crazy. So it usually will be, I'm at 4 minutes total right now, so 2 minutes into the expression mode. And usually around this time is when I'll start to see a few drops forming on like the tip of my nipple or around like in the flange, which I do on each one. So if it's a big enough drop is what I do, I'll like push pause on this. I open up my syringe, and I'm filling the same syringe because I'm still within the time frame of being able to use it. And since it's only like 0.1, I don't want to like have a syringe with just 0.1 in it. in and I draw back as I like put it on the drop that is on my nipple. Or you can let it go into the flange, but I kind of want to catch it before it falls if I can. Oh, this one has like several drops. It's kind of hard to do at the same time, but basically I pull back with these two while I'm like sucking the drop off at the tip. And it's like the sticky colostrum. It's so crazy, guys. So there's like 4 drops there. So honestly, I probably shouldn't have taken it off right away. That was when it was like getting good and like we were making progress. I don't want the drops to go all the way down in the bottle because I don't want to lose the colostrum. I'm trying to just collect it in the flange because for me right now there's so little, and so before it all like goes down I'm trying to catch it. So again, this is where I'm at. I'm doing 3 suction. This is my total time, so 2 minutes of that is with the letdown, but we're on the express mode right now. And I forgot to save the other cycles, but it does like save them for you here. So this is showing it's my first cycle, but technically it's my 3rd.
What are you doing?
Pumping milk for belly bud.
Did you say for belly bud?
Yeah, that's for baby. That's what I call her. That's milk for mommy's boobies. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
All right, love you.
Love you, mommy.
He's like, belly bud. I honestly say baby a lot, so he was probably like, what's a belly bud? I could probably go stronger, but I am such a baby. I cannot. Okay, so I have quite a bit pulling up in here, so I'm gonna stop and show you how I like suck it out. There's a droplet in there, so I'm gonna try to set this up and show you. Okay, so I lay the tip of it right beneath the drop and I draw back as I suck all of it in, and I don't want any of it to run down. So this is thicker and it kind of like is sticky. It's more of like a syrupy. I try to like funnel it all into one droplet. Once it's all in there, I kind of tap it and then I slowly, it's okay if the little bubbles pop, but I don't want any droplets to come out. So like all of this, I want to shake down to where that bubble goes away. There we go. So we almost have 0.5, which would be 2 mils. I still need about 3 more minutes, so I'm gonna go a little bit longer. I could have waited to like suction until like the full 10 minutes had been up, but I didn't want to lose that droplet. I'm gonna go back to the letdown just for a few seconds while I get back to it, so it's not like sucking the life out of me. And we'll see how in about, like I said, 3 minutes I'll do this. If we can come up with a little bit more, I'd love to get to that 0.5, because then I will have done 0.1, 0.2, and 0.2 in 3 different sessions. And I feel like that's like a good amount. I don't know, it feels like a good amount.
What are you doing?
Pumping milk for baby.
So the milk comes out of it?
Mm-hmm. See right there in the little syringe?
It does not look like milk.
It doesn't look like milk, but that's just the kind of milk that comes out at the very beginning. Remember last time mommy did it for little baby?
Mm-hmm.
Mommy has another like 30 seconds and then I'll stop. This sucks up the milk. You want to watch?
Yeah. It only goes into there?
Yeah, there's a little bit on mommy's boobie that I have to suck up. See how there's just very little? It's just a teeny little bit because mommy hasn't had the baby yet. Once the baby comes, then there'll be lots of milk. It's kind of hard to see.
I can't see anything.
It's just a little teeny bit. See how it's wet though?
Yeah.
Yeah. The wet is what it is the milk. Since it's not mommy's baby, mommy won't nurse baby like you and Bubba.
We did once.
When you were little babies.
Blah.
Blah. That's how you drank milky. And see all the sticky around mommy's boobie?
Yeah.
That's all milk too. It's just crusty milk from the last time. Okay, so now watch. It's gonna all go.
Don't push it out.
I'm not. I'll go to there. Mommy got from the 3 to the 5. Is that good? Yeah, you like learning? All right, so I'm up to 0.5. Can't show you everything. It's hard to show you without showing you. Anyways, it's been fun just attempting to express colostrum and to store it, because I never did that with my other pregnancies or lost surrogacy journey, and to share it with you to help educate you or to just inform you that it's possible. Seriously, so crazy. Even if you're a weakling like me and don't like pumping or expressing, it still works. So I'm gonna keep going with about 3 to 4 times a day until delivery, and then hopefully my production goes up a little bit over the next couple days as my body gets used to pumping and expressing that colostrum, that we can have a little bit more stored up for baby depending on when I go into labor. And so hopefully by then I have a little bit of a stash built up for her. And then after I deliver, I'll be documenting the pumping journey as well, doing the hands-free pump and just trying out pumping as much as I can and producing as much as I can so that we can stock up milk for Belly Bud, ship it off to Milkify, have them freeze dry it, and Belly Bud can have her shelf stable milk for up to a year. That is our goal. That's something Kinsey and I talked about and something I'm really excited about. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself, but also it gives me something to focus on postpartum, which is a great thing after a surrogacy journey, to have something to focus on, to put your time and energy and effort into. And I really feel like pumping and like learning about it and figuring it out and doing it will help me and be like such a great distraction. So here's to hopefully a really good pumping journey. All right, I have a pumping update for you. I am 6 days into stimulating pumping colostrum, and so far I have about, I think, 5 milliliters, and I've learned a lot. And I'm gonna finish this morning's pumping session, but I will say overall I'm surprised, I'm thankful, I'm excited. I did not expect to like see colostrum, my colostrum, in a little syringe. It's the craziest, coolest thing, and I'm so intrigued by the process that this was even possible and that like I did it, my body did it. So anyways, I'm gonna finish out. I just started this pumping session, so I'm gonna finish this one out, and then I think I'm gonna do a Q&A, maybe on this episode, maybe a different episode, because on my platforms I offered a Q&A box and so many questions came in. You know what, I'm just gonna answer some right now, because while I'm doing this I need something to distract me because it is slightly painful, and so I like to preoccupy myself so that I don't think about it hurting. So let's just jump into it. So one of the questions was, did you start with hand expressing or go straight to the pump? I started with hand expressing. There's several tutorial videos on YouTube that teaches you how to hold with a C and push in and pull, and I could not get it. Nothing came out. I tried several times and so did not go the hand expressing route. I do have a handheld pump that I love using. It's from Lancino, and I used it with both kiddos and it works great, and it's very manageable to where you can adjust the strength of the pump or whatever, and so that's a good one for like a hand expressing one. But I just went straight to the pump. So I am doing the pumpables for now. I hold it, I don't put it inside of a nursing pumping bra, just because with so little colostrum and me having to like take it out and suck it up in a syringe, it's just easier if I remove my top and hold it and not put it in something. And so it's been working great so far. Did not do hand expressing, just kind of did the handheld pump and then went straight to this. How do you store colostrum? So I am using these 1 ml syringes with the cap. Make sure you get the ones with the cap off of Amazon. I'll link it down below, and it is great for sucking up just a small amount, because when the newborns are born they drink so little, so these are actually perfect, and you can feed them straight from the syringe as well. So we plan to bring all of the ones that I have frozen to the hospital for Belly Bud to have whenever she needs it. Okay, I wanted to show you. Just went from the letdown mode to the expression mode. It hurts. Make sure you have the right flange size. You get used to it, but it's just uncomfortable. While we're on this note though, someone asked, does it start contractions or start labor? So it does jumpstart my Braxton Hicks. Like I do contract while I'm pumping because of that nipple stimulation and maybe release of oxytocin, I don't know. But it does make me contract, but once I stop and I like get up, go put my pumps away, go put the milk away, the contractions end up stopping. See, look, I told you I just needed something to distract me from the pain. Lots of questions on when to start collecting colostrum. So I got approval from my doctor at 37 weeks. That's what I hear a lot. Sometimes 36 weeks is good. I tend to deliver early, 38 and a half. And so my doctor said for sure wait until 37. We wanted to wait until Jake was here, an intended father. And so I didn't start until 37 weeks. I've heard it as early as 36. Do you plan to pump and freeze dry? Yes. So I've shared before on our platforms that that's the plan. Prior to your surrogacy journey or like contracts, you tend to have conversations with intended parents. Hey, what's your plan post-delivery? Do you plan to do formula? Do you plan to get donor milk? Would you like me to pump? If a surrogate pumps, generally there's an extra compensation for her pumping, and I want to say it's like $200 a week or something, I can't remember, but generally because of the time and the work put into it, there's like that compensation. And so we talked, and I liked the idea of pumping postpartum. It gives me something to focus on. Going from pregnancy, delivering a child that's not ours, not bringing home a baby, pumping gives me something to put my time into, my energy, my effort, my focus, and one, my body produces, and so I'm thankful for it producing, and so why not have that for Belly Bud if they want it. Kinsey was all for it. She was like, if you want to pump and you do produce and you do have a good supply, then we're all for it. She's like, I just don't want you to be overwhelmed by it and feel like you have to, and I'm like, absolutely not. So our goal is to try. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna see how much I can produce, how much I can pump, and my goal is to pump for several months, like max of 6 months, where I'm pumping and almost like overproducing. I would love to pump a bunch, and then yes, we want to ship it off to Milkify, and they do this freeze drying process. It's so amazing and crazy cool. I'll put the link down in the description, but they basically turn breast milk into shelf stable powdered milk, and it's shelf stable for 3 years, which is the craziest thing to me. So that's our plan. Really hope it works. In between that time of me producing and her getting it, she will use donor milk or formula depending on what she has access to, but we have a plan. All right. So it looks like I have no milk in here, but I do. So let me show you how I go about collecting it. I have over here my package with the cap in it, so I don't ever touch the tip of the syringe. I just put it back in here and cap it if I need to like set it aside. And in the little triangle part of this, you see a little pool of milk. It's a little colostrum. So it's very little, but I sucked a little bit out of the flange part and then a little bit off of me. There's just a couple drops, but then I just stick the syringe in here, suck it up, and that's probably 0.2 mils. But yeah, it's exciting. So as I suck up, I draw back with middle finger and my thumb. I draw back as I'm holding it with the other one. And then you have to let some of the air out, but you don't want to let the milk out. But you don't want to draw back fully to where the plunger comes all the way out. So make sure I get every last little drop in there. But yeah, that was about a little over 0.2 mils. And then I will cap this and stick it in the fridge. In 3 hours, I'll do it again. So I'll add to it and then I'll freeze it once it gets full. I wanted to give an update on pumping colostrum. The past couple days, it's gone down a little bit. I don't know if it's from like stress or maybe like, I don't know how the whole like colostrum transitional milk to milk process goes, but I did yesterday, this is today's, but yesterday I collected, I want to say 3 mil. This is a 5 mil collector. So yesterday I had 3 mils in it, so that's in the freezer. Instead of doing several syringes, I was like, let's just put it all in here. So today I've put it in this. I may only come up with 2 for this one. So I feel like my boobs are slacking a little bit, but we're still getting that first colostrum for baby, for Belly Bud. So I think Kinsey's happy. I'm very happy with how it's going. Excited to, oh, she's moving. While I'm like sitting, crisscross applesauce is not comfortable when she moves. She just like kicks everything. Anyways, I'm excited to pump and not be like contracting at the same time. I mean, for a little bit after I am. But altogether, I am very, very thankful with how this inducing colostrum journey has gone, that I've been successful. Can't say I've been like overly successful, but that's pretty good. So I am still sucking it out of the flange and the valve in the bottle with the 1 mil syringe, and then transferring it to that, collecting it in here for the 24 hours that it's okay to be in the fridge, and then freezing it and labeling it and everything. But yeah, altogether it's gone well, so I'm very happy.